it straight
Yeah.
away. So first, obviously, is Liverpool. They are the current reigning and defending champions of the Premier League. They had a brilliant season under Arne Slot, being his first season in England, and obviously his first season with a top flight club, if you may. And they were able to secure the Premier League title with 5 games to go, if I'm not mistaken. And then they've got some really outstanding players. Mo Salah was one of their best players this season, and Ryan Gravenberch seemed to have found a home finally at Liverpool. So, and then they've got other fringe players who were able to make an impact on the team. But nevertheless, guys, Liverpool had a great season. But who would you pick? One player you think Liverpool should sell, and let us know your reason why. Chris?
So for me, I I was thinking Harvey Elliott,
Mm,
and my reason, he's a good squad player. Honestly, I like that. I mean, he's been like a loyal. I mean, he's been there since he was a kid. He's been there since their youth side. But I was thinking, because I'm fairly sure that they are getting Florian Wirtz, and the fact that Dominic Szoboszlai is also just killing it in the Prem. How much game time is he really going to be getting? I think it could just be an easy, pure profit if you sell him,
mm,
because I just don't see him playing as much with Wirtz coming in.
mm. So basically, for you,
Mhm.
you see the quality in the player, and you think he needs more game time to maybe fully reach his peak or reach his full potential.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, similar to, if I use my team Arsenal as an example. I mean, I think oh god, like selling. I mean, Joe Willock, or oh god, I'm who? Why am I
Maybe
blanking on
most
his name?
recently, Emil Smith Rowe.
Emil Smith Rowe. That's what I was blanking on the name. Yeah, but he's been doing well at Fulham, I think, and I think for both clubs it was a good deal for us to offload him and for him to get more game time, and sort of, yeah, you see that with younger players, because yeah, he's still young. He's probably like 23, 20, he's 22 maybe,
Mm,
and he could progress in his career and do a lot better at another club, I think.
100%. Rafa.
Mm, for Liverpool, yeah, Javier Elliott is actually a good shout, but if there's anyone I'll probably think about, it's probably like what's his name? Chiesa, Federico Chiesa.
Mm,
So I remember the period, like it was Euro 2020. Yeah, I think that period he Chiesa there and everyone was all about, if you had seen the Italy team before they won the cup and everything, he was probably like the best winger in the world at that point for a period. Then the ACL thing happened after, and when an ACL thing happens, a lot of players they never really come back. The way I look at it, there's some of them, or let me say, it's very few that actually become even half the players they were. So Kiers, I think the ACL thing happened to him. He was out of football for like a year, I remember. And
mm,
at that point, I think even his club Juve had probably moved on, and what's the name? Liverpool still went ahead and got the boy. Said, "Oh yeah, let's see if we could." I think it was probably like, I think when they were getting Chiesa at that point, it was more like well, I say it was like a risk or something they were trying to take with him, and they were trying to see if it was going to work. If maybe at some point he would still become even half the player, but it never worked out in the end. He came.
mm,
He's had lots and lots of injuries at Liverpool, and he's still there at this point. There was a period he even came back. I think it was this year in the FA Cup. I think he came back and he scored, and I was like, he scored a good goal. I was like, oh yeah, like with Liverpool, you're finding form and everything, and Chiesa is coming in to try and help them finish up. But he went back, he got another injury again, and I think it's been a recurring thing with him since his transfer from Juve. And I would even like someone like Chiesa, and he's probably I probably yeah, I know he's on like a very very very, his wages are probably very very high. So someone like him, I think they probably need to move on him. And I've seen like Liverpool now at the moment now in for what's his name, the guy from Leverkusen, Florian Wirtz. They've
True. Yeah.
put in like subject of like a 120 million pound bid or something like that. They're trying to get that one. So you look at everything and say, okay, where is this guy gonna fit still? And I think they're still trying to get someone else again. Like they're still trying to get someone else again, yeah. So they got Gakpo, they got Diaz,
Mm.
Salah probably still got like 2 more seasons in him at least, or maybe
Mm.
1 more season. So I really don't know where KSI is gonna fit. And even as a squad player, he's not even doing that. So
Yeah.
I think for Liverpool, if I'm being honest, they probably need to move on Chiesa and yeah, that's it. Chiesa, yeah. They're a good squad. They won
Mm.
the league, which I never would have even put them in the top three or top four. I would even like this season in my season prediction. I never put Liverpool there, but they did that, and I say yeah, they did that without Chiesa, who you probably thought was. If you're looking at Chiesa 3 years ago, thinking about his rep, you wouldn't think that he will be in a Liverpool side and they will be doing so well without him. So yeah, definitely. Federico Chiesa is one player Liverpool should move on from.
Yeah. I mean, two different answers from both Chris and Rafa. Two solid reasons when you think about it. Chris Lindon, a young player with a lot of potential who honestly does need more game time to be able to fulfill his potential. He's got competition on the right wing. I mean, we're speaking about Harvey Elliott. There's competition on the right wing with Mo Salah and Chiesa when Chiesa is fit. There's competition, in the creative midfield department. If it's not Soboslai, McAllister is there, Curtis Jones is there as well. So, yeah, definitely very solid reason for Chris picking Harvey Elliott. He needs more game time to fulfill potential. And then Rafa spoke about Federico Chiesa, and rightly so. In the year 2020, or rather for Euro 2020, he was at that point in time one of the most sought after forwards in world football. Decided to remain with Juventus, and things did not really go smoothly for him, and he has struggled first of all with injury since he's been with Liverpool, and even at the point in time, Ancelotti just said, it's a case of fitness. His fitness level as compared to his other teammates obviously was not up there, and I'm sure that he would have needed time to acclimatize to the EPL. For me, one season is gone. I could argue and say maybe Chiesa needs more time, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with an injury-free Chiesa. But one thing for sure is that Chiesa needs game time, and there's no guarantee that he'll get that at Liverpool unless he's putting in good performances. Just like Rafa said, Liverpool currently they are in for Florian Ritz. So they've got more attacking options coming in with Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo currently at the reign. So definitely Chiesa will need to step up if he wants to remain at Liverpool. But I think from the financial aspect, I think selling Harvey Elliott would make more sense. I think Harvey Elliott currently has a higher market value, as compared to Federico Chiesa. So um, Liverpool selling Elliott will probably be more, not probably, it would be more, um, should I say, profitable for them. So definitely, I think among the two options, Liverpool might then um, lean to selling Harvey Elliott as compared to Federico Chiesa, who could be given another chance under Ancelotti. But that's that with Liverpool.